Welcome back to week 8, you Dynasty Degenerates. Listen to the GSOP Weekly Report. This man needs no introductions. I'm pretty sure half of you have received a trade request from him today. The general manager of the Copacabana Cobras, Miguel Dias. How are you doing tonight, Miguel?
What is up, man? I'm doing good. I'm pumped. Been waiting for too long for this episode. Week 8 already. That's kind of hard to believe, man. It just goes so fast.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
kind of crazy. I don't know what you
And
think.
yeah, it's definitely been flying by, but I love it. Tonight we're gonna get kind of trying to, when you run a marathon, you got to train. So tonight we're going to do a little drinking game.
Hell yeah.
Miguel wanted to do um, Dynasty Ranks. So we independently
Yes,
did
sir.
Dynasty Ranks, and I got 2 beers and about a third of a bottle of Buffalo Trace with me. Let's see if we can get the crack on the mic.
Hell yeah. I know that one of us is gonna drink on Trevor Lawrence for sure, and I think that's you. But just gonna
I
leave that.
I feel like I ranked it pretty recently, but
No,
yeah. So
I was just teasing you.
yeah, we're just, I mean, we got some rough rules, but I'm pretty sure this is just going to evolve into one of us saying drink. And if once somebody says drink, you got to do it. So I'm going
Yep.
to
I
pour
like
a
that.
shot just in case because I feel like I have a hot date coming out of the start.
It's like
But
playing pickup basketball and you just shout like foul,
foul.
and everybody has to stop. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
So,
Man, I, if you told me in the beginning of the season that we'd be doing a pod like ahead of week 8, and I would not be contending, I would call you a liar. But here we are.
I feel like that was a self inflicted wound, though. I feel like you
Yeah,
decided that early.
just a little bit too premature. Yeah, just a little
Imagine
bit.
if you had
No,
JT on your team.
no, man. I feel like my wide receiver core was kind of weird. We can talk about it when we get there, but I don't know. I felt like I had to just pull the plug. It's been too long.
Hey, you know what? You paid your league dues. That's good with me.
Yeah.
I do have a trade loaded here, so we'll discuss it on the pod before I pull the trigger. But we'll discuss
Sounds
it when I
good.
get to that point.
All right. All
Um,
right.
but QBs, we'll start with the quarterbacks. I would be shocked if you and I did not have the same number one. I have Josh Allen at 1.
Yes, sir. Josh Allen,
I have
the
Josh
one and
Allen.
only.
Yeah, I feel like you could make an argument for my number 2 guy, Lamar. But
Mm,
if
yeah,
you want to put
I'm
him
with
at
you there.
1, you put him at 1. I'm not going to fight you on it. I can see it. So. And I think at 3 is where I start to get spicy. So I want to hear who
Okay.
you have at 3.
All right. I think we have the same guy. I don't know. I have Jaden Daniels,
I have
QB
Patrick
for
Mahomes.
the command. You have Mahomes. Oh, dang. Okay.
I have Mahomes. I think everyone's hated on Mahomes for a long time, and I just, I mean, he's QB1 currently, and it's Mahomes. Like we know he's going to be good, and
Yeah.
I think the last couple of years he's just had really terrible weapons. But yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm starting today, I feel like Mahomes is just the safest bet to take at 3 to be a perennial QB1.
He is. For me, my top 5 QBs are all rushing QBs. And I think that makes a big difference. But he has been playing lights out, which he kind of fell out the past 2 years, and that's where like dynasty starts to become its own little game compared to the NFL because of course he's just this amazing quarterback, but he just does what he needs to do to win the game, and sometimes that means just throwing two touchdowns and just kicking 5 field goals and winning the game. Um, but lately this year he's been just playing lights out, man. I don't know. So I totally understand why you would put him at 3. But I have Jaden Daniels ahead of him.
Okay, I have Daniels down at 5. Where do you have Mahomes?
I have Mahomes at 6.
Okay. So
Yeah.
similar tier-ish. I have Jaden
Yeah.
Daniels at 5. Um, I think he had a really phenomenal rookie year,
Hmm.
and he's struggling a little bit this year with injuries. But I feel like
Yeah.
that might be kind of a pattern for his career, and that's kind of what you
Yeah.
get with the risk with the rushing quarterback.
That
So
is. And it's kind of like the I mean, Lamar's hurt, right? Um, Josh Allen was hurt for a little bit. So it's what happens. It happens with the running quarterbacks. It's the risk you take.
yeah. So at 4, I view him as a semi-rushing quarterback.
Okay.
You're probably gonna tell me to drink on this one, but I have Justin Herbert at 4.
Ooh, okay. So I got Herbert at 7. And at 4 I got Jalen Hurts.
I got
But
Hurts at
that's a hot
7.
take.
I got Hurts
Yeah,
at
that's a
7.
hot. So they're in the same tier for me. So I have tier two is Jalen Hurts, Drake May, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert. You could argue I like Jalen Hurts a lot, um, just because he's a winning quarterback, and so he's in the same like safety net as to Patrick Mahomes. Like he's not going anywhere, in my opinion. People want to talk about, oh, he can't pass. He just had a 350 plus yard game. He just he takes the win any way he can. And the tush push is still a thing. So
It exists. I've seen Herbert throw for 5K yards. It's when he gets his tackles back. I mean,
mhm.
he's just. I think this kid's just a monster.
Yeah, he is. He's a winner. I mean, and I think that as much as you want to isolate character, I think it does play into the leadership role, and just he's a leader of that team. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah. So
Like when you compare him with other QBs um, that don't flare out, a lot of it is just coming down to leadership.
true. And Herbert's got all the talent. I think he's a sane person, and I mean,
Right.
he's dating Madison Beer, so I mean, he's hitting home runs in all stages of
That's
life
right.
right now.
Yeah,
So,
he's winning.
um, yeah. So who you said you have him kind of in the same tier? Who do you have at 5 and 6?
Five, I got Drake May, man.
I got May at 6. So
Drake May. Yeah,
we're just up there, down there.
pretty similar. Yeah.
Then I got Hurts down at 7. I think we've covered the same top 7. We just have them in a little bit different order.
Yep.
Um, Here's probably my spiciest one. At 8, I have Baker Mayfield.
Oh, me too. Hell yeah.
You have Baker at
Let's
8?
go. Yeah, I do.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
thought it was a
How
hot
can I
take.
not? No, how can I not? I mean, man,
He's a dog, straight up.
he is a dog. So what's funny? I was looking at this ranking, and two rankings below him is another dog, and I was like, there's three dogs in six spots, like, and that's the dog tier to me. We'll get to it, but yeah, Baker Mayfield's the alpha of the dogs right now.
Yeah, he. I mean, he's just. I think he's found a home in Tampa, and he's just one of a kind. So hats off to Baker. I didn't think he'd get back here, but good job. Um, 9. I feel like I just couldn't put him lower than this, but I have Joe Burrow at 9.
Me too, brother.
I mean, the
Me
injury.
too.
If he wasn't injured and he was lighting it up, he'd probably be a little bit higher.
Yeah,
But I
probably
mean,
two spots above.
my concern right now with Joe Burrow is he's getting the Andrew Luck treatment of he just might get absolutely obliterated his entire career.
Yeah, I think it's a wrist injury, right?
It's always something though, dude. Like
Yeah, it
it's
is
his
always
toe. It's his
something.
turf toe. He just had surgery on his turf toe. So
Oh yeah,
like,
you're right.
but it's always something because he's always getting hit. They have no offensive
Yeah,
line, and
yeah.
yeah. But 10.
All right. I think I got a hot take here at 10.
All right, let's hear it.
I got Bo Nix. And this guy, when he was coming out of college, I was like, zero shares. I don't care. This guy sucks. And I don't know, man. He's in a dog tier for me, along with Baker and one more guy coming up. But he's just been playing so well.
I have
What do you
Knicks a
think?
little bit lower. I have him down at 14. I just
Hmm.
maybe I'm just not a Bo Nix guy, but like I he just seems so mid. Like
You think so?
I dude,
Man, did
I
you
watched the
watch
game
the
last week and he looked horrendous for the first 3 quarters. He looked like JJ McCarthy versus the Bears. Like he lit
but
it up in the
that's
fourth
it
quarter.
happens. It happens to the best of them. It's all about winning at the end of the day.
I,
I mean, the balls that he was just lighting it up, man, in the fourth quarter.
I guess, and I think I have your next dog right behind Bo Nix in my tiers, but
Mm,
I have Caleb at 10. I think just the ceiling
yeah,
that he has. I mean, he has not been great. I will say that. Shout out
yeah.
to
I got him
Taylor,
at 11. So
but I just
n-
with the weapons that they have and
yeah,
the head coach.
he, to me, the problem with Caleb Williams has never been the talent; it's been the in between the years. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's been able to just level down a little bit and just be a little bit more level headed to be able to lead the team. And that is the sole reason for me to bump him a little bit because up until then, it's like, man, this guy's a bust. But now I feel like he's turning it around. And talent wise, he's like easily, top top 10 in the league. So if he can put it together, he could be really dangerous.
Yeah. And my next 3 I kind of have in a cluster. I think
Okay.
they're just like good passers. I just don't see them getting into like the top 10 tier.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
I have Dak, T-Law, and Goff here. They're all
No way. Okay, that's
yeah.
a very different from my rankings.
I got Dak, T-Law,
And maybe
Goff. I view
my
them all very similarly. Um,
yeah.
Dak, I mean, he's just slinging it around. They don't really have an option. They have to score 48 points.
Mhm.
Trevor leads the league in drops. Like if they can find some guys who can actually catch a ball for this man, like has he played perfectly? No. Is he the
Nope.
reason that they've lost some of these games? Absolutely not. Like the same shit happened to him last year, and I definitely have him higher than you, so I already know that. But I thought 12
Yeah.
was fair. And Goff, I think, is just on like the one of the best teams in the league. So it's like I know he's gonna
Yeah,
score fantasy points. He's not flashy, he's not sexy, but like
for sure.
he's gonna score points.
Yeah, I got Dak and Goff in the same tier, and it's like just the two of them in one tier, and that's 15 and 16. But at 12, and here's my top 20 drinking rule that I'm pulling out, throwing the flag. It's Jackson Dart at 12. Do you have him on your top 20?
I have him at 15. I have him right behind Knicks.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not a big Dart guy. It's kind of the same issue I have with Bo Nix, but like we'll see. I still think Daboll gets fired at the end of this year, and I think
You
their
think
GM
so?
probably gets fired. Yeah, like have you
Yeah, I
seen
think just
enough to
losing.
justify like keeping them?
I think losing Neighbors was the blow. I felt like maybe if Neighbors was healthy and playing, they probably would win some games, just because of Dart and Cam Scattaboo. Um, but without Neighbors, that's just impossible now.
But the Giants have
So
invested
I
a
could
lot
see
into the
that.
defensive side of the ball, and their defense sucks.
Yeah, Brian Burns. Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
I just don't see it. And then you're gonna have to hope that the GM and next coach like him. And I could be wrong. I have him and Knicks kind of in the similar
yeah.
set. Um, there's one guy that I have after them at 16 that when I started my rankings, I had him much higher, and then I kept moving him down and down and down and down and down. It's Kyler Murray at 16.
Hmm. Oh man, Kyler is way down my list. Way, way down. I don't know. I'm so out on Kyler Murray.
I get, I guess, but he's definitely like a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. It's just like
Ooh, okay. So I think I don't know who's drinking here, but I got him at 21, man.
I'll drink because like I literally I started him at 10 and just kept moving him down and down and down and down
Yeah.
and down and down.
Yeah. I feel like he's one of those that the dynasty value hasn't caught up to his actual value. And I'm not saying that he's not good. I just don't think that he's going to be a starting quarterback in 2 years from now. So he could be a very good backup
I
and
think
maybe start somewhere else later. But I think I can't see him making it too far.
I think he definitely starts somewhere. I think there's probably 10 teams in the league that would love to have Kyler Murray right now.
Right, but then it's also when you get into that position, it's a mix of who you have around you, who the coaching staff is, and the patience. Because we've seen this happen to Justin Fields, and yeah, he got a start in two other places, but it just didn't work out.
Kyler's way better than Justin Fields.
I think he's slightly better. I don't know that he's that much better.
I think he's a significantly better passer than Fields. But yeah, so you say Kyler down all the way there. Who do you have after Goff and Dak?
So so at 12 I got Jackson Dart, right? And then at 13 I got Jordan Love,
Ooh,
14 I got CJ Stroud, and then I got Dak and Goff.
I have I have Stroud and Love next to each other, but they're down at 18 and 19 for me.
Okay, so they're like below Dak and Goff basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Yeah, I could
they're
see
fine.
that.
I think they're just
Yeah.
not as good of passers as those two.
Yeah. Um, I think age is a big factor there, and you got to be careful in Dynasty to not overvalue age. But I do see something in Jordan Love. He's been a little banged up lately, but I feel like he is a solid quarterback, and he's been for the past 3 years now. Um,
Yeah, but he's solid, but not good. Is like where I have him, and like the guy I have above both Stroud and Love. This pains me to say this, but I have Brock Purdy above both of them.
Mm,
Like I think Purdy's put in a much better situation to succeed week in and week out.
yeah. You're not gonna believe who I have in between
Oh
Brock
God,
Purdy at 18 and Jared Goff at 16.
let's hear it.
It disgusted me to put him there, but I had to. I was just forced. It's Daniel Jones.
I got him significantly lower.
Dude, how can you not? Like, and I have zero shares of that guy. I've always been like, he's a bust, he sucks. But the game that he's put on this year is just unbelievable. And maybe that's just the offensive coordinator, but I think there's something in Daniel Jones.
I adamantly disagree. I think it's the teams just really good around him, and I think he's fine. But like, I think he's just literally just fine. I think he's like the average you have to be to like play quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I can understand that, but I think also I mean these are obviously tiers that you're looking at as a contender, right? Like who do you want in your team? Um with a little spice of longevity too. But like let's say you get the choice to pick between Daniel Jones or Trevor Lawrence today and you're a contender. Who do you want?
I'm still picking T-Law. Like I
Are you?
don't even want Daniel. Like I don't even want Daniel Jones. Like cool that he has
Really?
value now, but like, dude, I just I don't know. I've just seen him suck for so long, and I maybe I'm just wildly off here, but I have him down at 23. I don't think Daniel Jones is like that good at football.
Yeah, maybe I'm just drinking a Kool-Aid right now, but we'll see. We'll see. He's an interesting one. Everybody just wrote him off, and he came back and is playing well.
Yeah. So my 10. I'm just gonna go 10 to 20. I got Caleb, Dak, T-Law, Goff, Nix, Dart, Kyler, Purdy, Stroud, and Love, and then I have JG McCarthy at 20.
Okay. All right. So after my Dak and Goff at 15, 16, then I got Daniel Jones, 17. 18, I got Brock Purdy. Then I got Trevor Lawrence at 19. And then in the same tier, 20, 21, and 22, I got Cam Ward, Kyler Murray, and Michael Penix Jr. What do you
See,
think?
I have Penix. So after McCarthy, I think McCarthy, which just kind of I don't know what to do with him right now, so I put him at 20 because I think all the other
He's
guys
right
I like.
below for
You
me.
know,
Yeah.
then I have Penix, Sam Darnold, and Daniel Jones. I
Yeah.
think Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones are very similar, but also guys I'm not excited to have on my team. And then I have Cam Ward right below that. Cam Ward, the Titans suck, but he also is not doing himself any favors with the mistakes he's making. Like I watched him fumble, like go back to throw a ball and fumble the ball. Like that was like
Yeah.
some Kenny Pickett esque level of mess ups. And
Yeah. It's
it,
weird.
it might just be the team around him, but it's not like he's going above and beyond. Like there's not much to go above and beyond with the Titans. So like I'm kind of giving him a scratch here, but like this
Yeah.
is bad.
Uh, Totally agree. A lot of the analysts, like the dynasty analysts, they're writing him off as a bust already. I don't think so yet, but I am scared. I have only one share of that guy in 12 leagues, but I do think a little bit as a team, just the protection is, you know, middle to bottom of the league. Although his EPA, is just, I think is bottom of the league right now, 32nd. I could be wrong. Um, so he's not helping himself there, which is a little scary.
Yeah, I'm willing to give him a write off here. I'm just gonna see how it goes, but I think he's got a little
Yeah.
bit of a dog in him. And after this
Yep.
point, our guys like, I'm either super concerned are not gonna have a job next year, or probably gonna retire whenever at this point. So
Right.
after him, I have Bryce Young. After Cam Ward, I've met 25. Every time Bryce
Mhm.
Young looks like he's gonna lose his job, he plays really well, and then
Yep.
resorts back to himself. So I think he's probably gonna start for a little while. I don't know. That's why I have him here.
All right. So if I made a bet with you right now and said, all right, $500 that Bryce Young is a starting quarterback in 2 years from now, do you take it or not?
No, I don't think he's a starter in 2 years.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's my thinking too. Um, I think he's limited. I think that these comebacks when he's about to be benched or he's gotten benched already. I think he's just lightning in the bottle, and I think he's limited in so many ways. I do think that size plays into it as well. Just historically, we never had quarterbacks that succeeded in the NFL being that short. And I know it's like funny, but it's true. I think it affects the quarterback play. So I mean, he a good backup? I think so. I think he's going to be in the league for a while, but I can't see him being a starter in more than 2 years from now. So
But
just a
that's kind
little
of why I put him
frisky.
here because like the other as it
Yeah,
go at past year, it's kind of rough. Like
that's right.
I have
Yeah,
Stafford. Stafford is lights out this year, but like he could retire at the end of the season.
yeah. It's funny because I got Stafford at 25 and Bryce Young at 26, and they're both in the same tier for me.
Yeah, Stafford clearly is like if I'm trying to win, like I want Stafford, but like I think
He's a
Bryce
better
Young
quarterback, but he's also 37 years old, and
and
he's
I thought he
very
was
injured.
retiring this year, so like he could. This might be the last ride. He might play another
I
year
I think he's got another 3 years at least, maybe two.
if he wants to,
But yeah, it'll depend.
but
We'll see what happens. But then, yeah, you've been leading the charge, but I'll take this one if that's okay.
yeah, go for it.
27. I got Fields
Oh, I got
leading
Fields at
the.
28. You're higher on Fields than me.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah, maybe I shouldn't, but below him is a bunch of crap. Tua, Rattler, Dylan Gabriel, Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers, and Jalen Milrow. So
I
out of
put
those guys,
Tua at
he's like,
27 just because he actually has a job right now.
oh man, I just feel so bad for that kid, dude. His brain is like ramen noodles right now. I feel bad for him.
Agreed. He has no idea where he's at half the time. But
He's giving like tastes of Antonio Brown on those interviews. Have you seen some of those? They're so
I
cringe.
feel so bad for this guy. He just needs to
Uh,
get off the football field. But
and I know it's funny. It's like not only he's being drilled on the football field, but then his head coach is also like nuts. So it doesn't help. Like
yeah,
his press conferences are just the worst. He's just rambling there for 10 minutes on random things. And I think that comes from his head coach too, which is a little sad.
yeah. And I got Tua Fields, Rattler, Geno, Rogers. Geno and Rogers, you could probably switch. Like they're probably both done after this year. And
Yeah,
then
they're going to be in and out probably, back. They're all backup levels at this point.
yeah, then I have Mac Jones at 32. I think Mac Jones gets a job next year somewhere.
Yeah, I got him at 34.
Yeah, I have Gabriel at 33 just because he's starting right now. I don't think he starts next year. And then I have Shador Sanders after him because honestly, he might take the job next week.
Dude, I refuse to push Shador Sanders in here. Call me crazy. I don't think that he's an NFL quarterback.
I don't think so either, but I just don't think the Browns have an NFL quarterback on their team.
I think they're going to keep Dylan Gabriel. I don't see a reason for them to start Shador Sanders.
Dude, if they lose 5 more games in a row at the end of the season, the fans are going to be screaming just to see Sanders. That's what it's going to be.
They might start him, but I can see this happening. And the problem with and let me know if we're going too slow, but I think that Shador Sanders, his problem is just pressure to sack ratio is it was one of the worst in college, and that's one of the numbers that you look for success in the NFL, especially in the Browns. I think if he comes in, it's going to be a shit show, even more than Dylan Gabriel right now.
Yeah. And then I have Jalen Milrow and Anthony Richardson basically for the same reason because if they get in, I think they're going to be
Yeah,
kind of electric on the field. Anthony
right.
Richardson tried to blind himself this week or last week, so that didn't help. But I'm excited to see Milrow play. I think Darnold's done a good
Yeah,
enough job to not let him play, but I also don't think
yeah.
Darnold's going to be there the whole time. I think it's good for him to develop. And then I got Flacco at 37. Dude, honestly, I put him here because he's gonna score some points. Like
Yep,
he's too old to do anything, but he's not worth like half a third. Um,
yep.
and then I have Malik Willis because I've seen Malik Willis be good when he comes into the game.
Hmm. Wow, I didn't have him in my top 40. Maybe I should have, but
I think he's just
yeah,
like a top tier backup because if he's playing, he's startable. That's my argument
yeah,
for him. And then
yeah.
Quinn Ewers, I have at 39 just because I think he might actually get to play.
Hmm.
And then
Really,
I think this next guy, I have my last one is Kirk Cousins at 40. I think he
dude.
might
Me
take a
too.
Flacco route.
Hell yeah! High five, brother. I got him
Woo!
at 40.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll drink together for that one because I
Hell
shot
yeah.
Cousins in both
Cheers.
our lists. But who are the other guys you had on yours?
So from 34 to 40, I got Mac Jones, um, Joe Flacco, and Carson Wentz. Those are like the last three of this tier that I see being serviceable. And then at 33, I got Jalen Milroe, so in a tier above. And then the last four, I got Tyler Shuck, Anthony Richardson, Will Howard, and Kirk Cousins.
Okay, so Will Howard made your list. I don't.
Yeah, I was fighting to put players in this list, just so I didn't want to put Shador Sanders in here, and I think Will Howard is just a better quarterback, and I do think that he gets a shot to play next year, which is very unlikely, but just knowing the Steelers,
Rodgers could get
like
hurt.
but he's also on the IR right now, right?
Yeah. So,
So I think they're gonna redshirt him. And then, yeah, I mean, I think they re-sign Rodgers, and then Will Howard gets the chance to play next year. That's like the vision.
well, maybe we'll see. But
We'll see.
yeah, I think we don't need to spend more time on those trash cans. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a good list. We agree on most of it. Just a little bit of some
Yeah,
differences, but I think going the next couple, we're going to move to running back here. I think this is where it's going to get spicy. Um,
yeah,
if you have anybody other than these two at 1 and 2 with Bijan and Gibbs, like
yeah. That's
I,
it. Bijan and Gibbs.
it's Bijan and Gibbs. Like it's
Let's move
Bijan at.
on. Yeah,
I have Bijan at 1. Like I think Bijan is clearly
yeah.
1.
I
Gibbs
do too.
clearly 2, and
Clear.
then
They're 1A, 1B. Honestly, like you can pick your preference there. I don't care. There's no discussion.
yeah, it's like Josh Allen and Lamar. Like okay, cool,
Yeah,
good for you.
yeah.
And here's where I
And
think
just I will say, I don't know, but I feel like these guys they're playing at a different level of running back, one that we haven't seen um, in a long time in the NFL. I haven't been watching football for too long, but like these two are sometimes the reason why I watch games. I'm like, yeah, I just want to watch Gibbs play football because it's just different.
oh dude, I want to watch Bijan run. Dude, he can make a guy
Yeah.
miss in a phone booth. The dude's insane.
You know what's my theory behind it too? I feel like the Falcons having that camera, they're the only one in the NFL that, like the following camera.
Yeah,
Those shots are just so cool.
it is. Yeah, just watching him run is elite.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's spicy. I have A Chain at 3. Like
Ooh, okay, I got him at 4.
I think he has to have like the safest floor out of every running back. Like his bad weeks are 13 points
Yeah, it is fascinating how he does have a very high floor for sure.
because he catches passes. He's going to catch 100
Yeah,
passes this year. Like
yeah,
it's crazy, and he's
I'm
still
with you.
young. And I don't really care. I think McDaniels is probably still the coach, but like whoever is there, like he gets targets and he gets the volume. And like we've seen
Yeah,
him drop 50 points before. So
yep.
that's why I have him here. And then
Got him at 4.
you have him at 4. Who do you
Yeah,
have at 3?
I got Jonathan Taylor 3.
I got JT at 4.
I think is yeah. I
Just
mean, they're
age.
interchangeable again. But to me, Jonathan Taylor is just like that classic running back. Lower center of gravity. Dude just won't go down. Just really like watching him play. He's having a phenomenal year, so got to
Yeah.
put him up there. He's 26, right? So he's pretty young still too.
Yeah, 26. That's why I have him at 4. I just the tiebreak was A Chain is 3 years younger than he is. It's kind of
Yeah,
basically it for me. But
and here's where also Dynasty starts to become a little bit of redraft during the season because they're playing so well. Those guys they do get a little bump because it'll give you so many points. But I mean, Devon A Chain is also a phenomenal choice.
yeah. And then 5, this is where I have Genty at 5. I
Me
think
too. Yep.
it I,
Cheers.
yeah, cheers. Another one. Um he's getting the volume. I think the Raiders offensive line is just atrocious. Like this team sucks. So
Yeah.
I think Carroll's probably one and done, but Genty's going to be the guy. They have so many other holes
Yeah.
to fill. They're not going to pick another running back.
I
Like
agree.
it's just not going to happen. And then
Yeah.
even though he's hurt, I have Hampton at 6. What I saw from Hampton at the
Oh, you
end
do?
before he got
Wow.
hurt, dude, that kid can just play, dude. Like especially attached
Yeah, he
to
can.
Jim Harbaugh, that offensive line, Justin Herbert. Like I think he's just in a perfect situation.
Mm. Yeah, I like Omari Hampton. I felt like he had a slow start of the year. People wrote him off, but he's just so talented. I got him at 8, and I got Bucky and Christian Judkins ahead of them.
Whew. I got
Yeah.
Bucky and Judkins at 10, 11. I have them back to back, but
Woo!
at 10 and 11.
Yeah, that is hot take, I guess.
Um,
Um,
I just so let's start with Bucky. I like Bucky Irving. I
Hmm.
just think he got way too much steam from what happened at the end of last year. Like I think he's going to
Mm,
be good. I just don't think he is a mid-tier RB1.
okay.
I think he's a low-end RB1, high-end RB2, so that's why I put him at 10.
Hmm.
And I like as we've seen, like the NFL is
Yeah,
tough, and like you got to hold up for the whole season. And he's not a big dude.
yeah, I get that. I think the reason I can see like the reason why I put him up there is just because of age compared to the guys from, 9 to 12 or so. They're all 27 plus. And Bucky's just young, so I can see him having a long career in the NFL. Um, so that's the my reasoning behind it
Okay,
solely.
this one, I'm pretty sure you have him significantly lower than I do, but I have Brees Hall at 7. Free my guy
Wow.
Brees. If you put him on any other team, dude, like this kid is nuts. Like we've
Yeah.
seen it. He will be off the Jets this year. If he resigns there after everything he's done this season, the comments, I would be very surprised.
I think he's going to get traded, right?
I hope
He
so,
should
dude.
be at this point.
Free Brees,
Yeah.
dude. Like
I
it,
you're not going to like my answer, but I got him at 17.
17. Holy cow!
17. It's just like I kept looking at the backs ahead of him. It was like, man, there's just no way I can put him ahead of these
If Brees
kids.
Hall went to the Chiefs, where would you have him?
Maybe I would bump him like one or two spots, but like that's it. Let
Really?
me let me tell you why. Like I got Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Cam Scattaboo, Javante Williams,
You have
and Kyren
Scadaboo over
Williams.
Brees?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
What? I need something that you're smoking here.
dude. Why? I mean, running back position is 2 years out, and I see Cam Scattaboo just be having a better career for the next 2 years and scoring more points than Brees Hall. It's that simple.
All right, I'm
I
gonna take.
feel for the kid, but like, I don't know, man.
Dude, I adamantly disagree. Especially
Like, I
Scadaboo.
mean,
Oh my God, they're not even
I
like in
think
the
the
same stratosphere of player.
I think that the uncertainty of where he could land is also a big problem because, like, who is a contender that needs a running back? Maybe the Chiefs. But what if he doesn't go to the Chiefs? What if he goes to
What
the
if he goes to
Broncos?
Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean, Minnesota it would be a good landing spot. I'm with you,
Yeah, like a lot
but
of these teams could
we're
be good.
theorizing. We're theorizing. He could go to a terrible team too.
What if he goes to Baltimore? What if he goes to the Bengals?
See, I don't like Baltimore.
I think him
Do
and
you?
Lamar in the background would be perfect. Yeah, especially taking over for Henry. I think it'd be awesome. I mean,
I
you
think
throw him on the
Henry's not going
Chiefs.
anywhere.
Dude, I don't know how long Henry's got left, honestly. But like, you could throw Brees on like almost any team in the NFL outside like the Titans, and I'd be happy. And I guess the Saints, but the Saints are not trading for Brees Hall.
Yeah, no, they're not.
All right.
Saints are out.
Well, I'll take a shot for Brees because free my guy.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So yeah, at 10 I got Christian McCaffrey. 11 I got James Cook. That might be a hot take, and then 12 I got Saquon. They're all in the same tier for me, but those three are very similar in terms of what they're going to give me for the next 2 years, which is a shit ton of points. That's it.
so at 8, I have Jacobs. I think Jacobs is an absolute stud. I especially he's the focal point of that offense, and he is a machine. Like I've just been a Josh Jacobs guy for a while. I have CMC at 9 just because they were going to ride him till the wheels fall off, and if they're
Yeah,
riding him till the wheels fall off, he's scoring 20 a game.
but
Like
he's the Tom Brady of running backs, brother.
yeah,
Like the way that he takes care of his body is just different.
that's why I have him at 9. He's still
Yeah,
top 10. Like he's 29.
yeah,
And he's top 10 for a dynasty running back. Like
yeah.
I feel crazy putting him there, but I could not put him any lower. I think I'd rather have CMC over Bucky.
That's
I have
right.
Bucky at 10, and then I have Bucky Judkins, and then I have Saquon, Dalvin Cook, and
Yeah.
Kyron at 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
So I think our top
Yeah.
are pretty similar
Somewhat
outside.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Outside of Bucky, probably.
and
I have
then
Bucky slightly higher.
this I couldn't put him any lower. Like I can make an argument for everybody I have above him here, but I have Travis Etienne at 15.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's 4 spots above of my ranking.
Okay, so we're pretty similar. Like
Yeah, pretty similar.
even if he
I
goes
had
somewhere else, I think he's a good enough running back that can catch passes, and like he's looked much better this year.
so let me ask you this: where do you have Javante Williams?
Javante, I have him at 17, 2 spots below
17.
Etienne. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And Kyron Williams?
I have Kyron at 14. I have him above ETN.
14. Okay, me too. So really, the outlier here is Cam Scatterbo. I got him at 13. You're probably at like 19 or
20.
20.
20 for
20.
Scadaboo.
Yeah. How can you not love that kid? By the way,
Oh, I
like
do love
outside
him.
of Dynasty talk,
I love
like
Scadaboo, but he
dude,
runs like he's trying to give himself CTE.
we just needed him in the NFL more than he needed the NFL.
100%, but like he could also be out for multiple weeks because he literally gives himself CTE.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I don't. So yeah, that's the negative about him. But like, just football wise, I just love that kid, man. The energy that he brings to football, like we've missed that. You know what I'm saying?
100 agreed. I think he's super exciting. I don't think he's like an elite running back. I think he's a really good running back.
Yeah.
I just
It's funny because like I just caught myself wanting to watch Cam Scatterbo the same reason that I want to watch Saquon and Gibbs and Bijan. It's like, yeah, just put Cam Scatterbo in there. It's
no,
just
you
funny
want
to
to watch
watch.
him because he's going to put his head down and try to run through a linebacker's chest.
Yeah,
He's like the white Josh Jacobs, dude. That's what it is.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
But I'm interested to see where you have like I have this guy at 16. I might be higher than him than most people, but Kenneth Walker
Uh-huh.
at 16.
Kenneth Walker at 16. Okay, I got him at 21. I had to lower him after the game on Monday. I don't know, man.
That's a
That it's
rough
just a
game for their
scary
entire team.
situation. I generally watching it. It was like Charbonnet, you just gave him the ball and he would get the first down. He would get 10 yards. And for some reason, Kenneth Walker couldn't get it going. I wouldn't be surprised if in 2 weeks from now, he's the backup.
Could be. Maybe I'm a little too high on Kenneth Walker. I honestly just kind of like him. I don't even have him in any of my dynasty leagues, so like it's weird that I
So
have him
it's
this
not
high.
that I don't like him. It's just, to me, it's a risk. And I feel like he's going to get traded probably or just ride the bench for a while. Um, and I just don't like the situation. And I feel like running back more than any other position, it's very situational, right?
Yeah, he's also probably gonna be on a new team this year. I don't think he stays in Seattle, and
Yeah,
if he can get on, I I think he's got more. He's got definitely a very low floor, but I think he's got a really high upside. So that's why I kind of put him here
yeah,
because
yeah.
like
He does. I'll give you that.
if it's clicking, that dude can play. Like,
Yeah, I'll give you that.
then I have Javante at 17, and then I had to put this guy at 18 because this is basically where he finishes every single year at the end of the year in fantasy points. But DeAndre Swift, he is a consistent RB2
Mm.
that just
Where do you have him?
18.
18. Okay, I got him at 21. But
That's not too far
yeah,
down. Like he's just an RB2. Like that's what he
yeah.
is. Like
I, I've been surprised by his production this year.
dude, he does the same thing every year. He has a couple blow up games, and he's gonna finish as an RB2. He always
Yeah,
finishes an RB2. But
yeah.
in our in a 12 team start 11, like that's a good value. Like I know Jared absolutely hates him for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, but I think 18 is pretty fair. Like the next couple guys I have are like kind of question marks. Like maybe I have faith in Henderson, but I have Henderson at
Mhm.
19. Where do you have Travion?
Um, let me look at my list here. Travion Henderson. Oh, I got him at 17. Would you say?
Oh, so you're higher than me. I have him at 19.
Yeah, I have him at 17, slightly above. Um, I don't know. I feel like he hasn't been able to play well yet, but I'm not out yet. I feel like he's a good running back. He just hasn't found his groove.
Same. I just think the guys above him, other than, I mean, maybe make an argument for Kenneth Walker, but like, I
Yeah.
think the other guys above him just have like, we know these guys, and
Yeah.
they're gonna put up points. So
Right.
I have Scatterbo at 20. So I have from 10 to 20, I have Bucky, Judkins, Barkley, Cook, Kyron, ETN, Kenneth Walker, Javante, Swift, Henderson, Scatterbo.
Alrighty. Yeah, pretty similar. Just few outliers. Cam Scatterbo is one. Bucky, I got a little higher, and uh, probably it got Swift a little lower. But in essence, I think it's pretty close. One that I was surprised to see up there was just Javante Williams. I had the kid just written off, and he's just been playing so well with the Cowboys.
It's
What do you
because
think?
there's nobody else there, dude. There's
You think
literally
that's
like
it?
I think he's just a good running back. Like I've always been a Javante guy. I think he's
Yeah,
just good.
yeah, I think so too.
I don't think he's great. I just think he's good.
Is he
And
like Swift level? You would say like he's just
yeah,
serviceable, but
Yeah, he's
Above
100%.
average.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good, definitely good enough to lead a backfield in the NFL, but probably not a guy who's going to be like a top 10. He'll give you
Yeah.
20-point weeks. So, and
Yep.
I'd rather have him than the rest of the guys we're about to talk about. So,
All right,
uh,
let's get to it. So at 23, I got. Are
or
we at a 23 yet, or
yeah,
what? What are we?
we're
What are
starting
we
at
at?
21. Let's go to 21 to
21.
30.
All right.
Just who do you got at
Yeah,
21?
I mean now it's just like rapid fire. They're kind of like similar value. I got Kenneth Walker, Swift, and then opening my next tier, I got JCM, Jordan Mason, Trey Benson, Derek Henry, Jalen Warren, and Zach Charbonnet,
Okay,
all in the same tier.
I got JCM at 21. I got
Okay, a little higher. Yeah.
Derrick Henry at 22.
Mm,
Just because I'm hoping it turns around this year, but he might just also just fall completely off the list.
yeah.
I have Chase Brown at 23. I still like Chase Brown. Um, and then I have back to back RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins. I think Harvey's got the longer term upside, but dude, what is it about J.K. Dobbins that wherever he goes, I feel like Javante might have this problem too going forward if he doesn't stay with Dallas, but like
Hmm.
he's going to go to a new team and have to prove that he's the RB1, win the job, play there for a year or two, then go to the next spot.
Yeah.
Feels like kind of a mercenary.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah. I'm
got,
interested to see what happens.
dude, I got Trey Benson at 26.
Yeah, I got him at 25.
So
I
I think
like
we're
the
pretty close
kid.
on that. The
I'm excited to see
opportunities could
him
be
come
there.
back from. Yeah, once he comes back, he should take that job again. He looked good when he was on the field, but then he got hurt. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then I have Montgomery at 27. Did you
Yeah,
mention, do you have Kamara in this tier?
I do not. I'm so out on Kamara. Kamara is at 35 for me.
I have Kamara at 28. I moved him up this
Wow.
list when Kendra tore his ACL, just because he's the only
Yeah.
show in town.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I would
Well, I'm
rather have,
drinking, I guess.
yeah, I'd rather have Kamara than like everybody else on my list. So I have Jordan Mason at 29. I think you mentioned him in this list, and then I have
Hmm.
Jalen Warren at 30.
Yep.
Just kind of opportunity wise. Um,
Yeah. It was hard. You know what was hard for me to rank was David Montgomery. Like, I don't feel like he's bad, but I also don't see the lines let him go that easily. So he's going to be behind Gibbs for a while, I think.
it's inconsistent production,
Yeah,
but it's production. So
that's
like,
right.
I want him more than like Jordan Mason and Tyler Warren, but like, I would
Yeah.
probably rather have like Chase Brown
Yeah,
and
that's what
Monty.
I was trying to figure out. Like, what would I rather have? And I realized that I wanted him more than I wanted Rico Dowdle, Shuba Hubbard, Woody Marks, but not, I would rather have Charbonnet or Jalen Warren just because of the
Yeah, but like, if
opportunity.
you put Monty in Arizona, like he moves up my list.
Oh, yeah, he would be easily like top 23, maybe 20 something. I don't know.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna go from like 31 to 40 here and just read down the list.
All right.
And I want to see if you have. Tell me who you think should not be on this list. I got
Okay.
Chuba at 31. I have Dowell at 32. I can't decide which one I like more. They're both kind of the
All
same to me.
right. High five. Yeah.
I got Charbonnet at 33. I got Tootin at 34. I got Caleb Johnson at 35. I got Woody Marks at 36. Kendra Miller at 37. The last starter probably on this list, Tony Pollard at 38, because I just don't see it with Tony Pollard anymore. Then I have Braylon Allen and Ollie Gordon, because they both might have jobs next year.
All right. So I think it's pretty easy for me. I think Kendra Miller doesn't belong here.
Okay,
So
let me
he's
defend
got
Kendra
his
for a second.
ACL. All right, go for it.
He's out the rest of this year. Like he's done. He's
Yeah.
cooked, right? I would still rather have Kendra than Pollard because I don't think the Saints are going to put like I don't think Kamara's there next year, and I don't think the Saints are addressing the running back position. They're just going to roll with Kendra.
So let me ask you this: do you think that the Saints could draft a running back on the fourth or fifth round?
No, because they have him and Evan Neal. I don't. I think that team has so
Really?
many other issues. Like, dude, that the Saints blow. Like, they are
Hmm.
awful. Like that defense, atrocious. The offensive line, terrible. The only thing that they have going for them is Chris Olave, and
Yeah,
Spencer Rattler. I feel bad for this man because if he was on an
I
actual
know. I
team,
know,
he might be
right?
doing pretty decent.
I mean, he's top of the half of the quarterback production in the NFL, so he's been doing pretty good. I don't know, man. I feel like Kendrick to me is just like my patience is worn off, and I want nothing to do with that,
He's only
dude.
23.
Right? How can you be 23 and have so many injuries like he's had?
Yeah, this is probably my
I
last
don't
chance
know.
with Kendra after this, but like I just see him having like he had run there. They like him. I mean, Dennis Allen hated him for some unknown reason, but
I
they
think you're
like
not
him
gonna
now.
believe where I had him in my
Do
list.
you have him ranked
Yeah, I have him at 50.
at 50? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably fair. I'm probably just higher on Kendra than most people, but I just I can't put Pollard over him. I think Pollard's just garbage, dude. Like
Pollard is garbage. Yeah,
that team
I'm with
sucks.
you.
I think Pollard's done. Like he probably is a
Yeah, I
backup
got
running back somewhere, but like he's
when I
cooked.
was ranking Pollard, I was like, I refuse to put him ahead of Tyjae Spears. Like, I don't care.
I have Tajay Spears a few points below just because he still has no knees and he hasn't beat out Tony Pollard for the job yet.
I know, but
Okay, what's your
like
30, 31 through 40? Read them off.
31 through 40 is Shuba Hubbard, Woody Marks, J.K. Dobbins, Bashal Tootin, Alvin Kamara, Caleb Johnson, Ollie Gordon, Braylon Allen, Tyjae Spears, and Tony Pollard.
Okay, I think we're pretty close. Um, then I'm gonna go 41 to 50. I have Rashad White at 41. I think he's just like a good handcuff to have. Like
Yep,
obviously we've seen it.
me too.
I got Tajay at 42. The only reason I have him here is because I'd rather have Rashad. Because if you can't beat out Tony Pollard, I think that says more about you as a running back.
Yeah.
But and then Tyler Algier, just because if anything happens to Bijan, he's probably getting
Yes,
volume.
sir.
Pacheco, because the rest of these guys I have zero faith in. I got Pacheco at 44. Um, Dylan Sampson at 45.
Mm.
Corum at 46. Ramondre at 47. Tyrone Tracy at 48. Brian Robinson at 49. And Kyle
Mm.
Monangai at 50.
Okay, so we have pretty similar rankings. We have Ramondre and Tyron Tracy in the same spots. I have Dylan Sampson a little higher. I got him at 42, just because same situation. Like if anything happens to Quinshawn, he's immediately top 25 back in the league. Tyler Argier right below him, same situation. Then I got Blake Corum at 44. Where do you have him again?
I have him at 46.
46. Okay. So I got Blake Corum, Kyle Monangai, 45, Pacheco at 46. Pacheco is interesting. I feel like he's fallen off. He doesn't really interest me anymore.
He hasn't been the
I
same
only
since he
got
broke
one.
his leg.
Yeah, man. And I like him as a player. Like, I just want to root for him. He's got an amazing story, but dynasty wide, I mean, like, just I don't want him touching any of my teams.
Yeah.
But then to close it out, I got Ramondre, Tyron Tracy, like I said, Jaden Blue at 49. He's got something there, and then Kendry at 50
So
to
I
top
I,
it off.
allu- I alluded to a trade in the beginning of this episode. Would you rather have Joe Flacco or Tyrone Tracy?
Joe Flacco or Tyron Tracy? Am I contending?
On my roster right now
Oh, on your roster on our league?
in our league, yes.
Um, that's so hard because I mean, you're contending. I feel like Flacco, like the value that Flacco brings for a contender is just like you can put him on a super flex and get 18 points out of him.
All
Like
right,
that's just
you
valuable.
just solved it. I just hit accept. So I
Yeah,
got Jeremy McNichols and Joe Flacco for Tyrone Tracy. Like I thought, like I like Tracy. Like I want
yeah.
him to be good. I just don't see it, dude.
No, I don't. I like, yeah, I don't see him. That's the thing. I think he missed a beat. And yeah, I mean, I would rather have Flacco
All
if
right.
I'm contending. Like, if I'm rebuilding, it's the opposite. So it's probably one of those trades that is just a win-win
Yeah.
for teams.
And it also solidifies my one-on-one because Quinn actually does not have a quarterback this week. So,
There you go.
um, yeah, I think we're pretty close. Yeah, I don't think there was a guy on. I think we all had. Was there a guy on your list? I don't think I had. Do you have Brian Robinson on your list?
I don't actually. So that's the one.
The only reason I have Brian Robinson here is because see, I have CMC so high, and if CMC gets hurt, like the volume alone for Brian Robinson is gonna vault him up into the top 30.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Brian Robinson's not bad. He's just not
Maybe I
great.
should have him a little higher. I guess it's a.
Yeah,
I'll agree with you there. My mistake. I should have had him a little higher, especially with Kendra being hurt.
yeah, and
Um,
CMC's dominating the backfield. He's not touching the ball right now, but like
yeah,
if
yeah.
CMC does get hurt, we'll see.
That's such
So,
a good offense that you want to have that
yeah,
backfield.
right.
Yeah,
Like it's like
yeah,
oh, we saw Elijah Mitchell do well. We saw Raheem Mostert do really well. Like
yeah. So many.
whoever's that
Yeah,
guy, he's gonna get volume. And Brian
right.
Robinson, we've seen tote the rock, not efficiently, but like he's not bad.
Yeah. Who was that guy that at one point was also running for the 49ers? Patrick something. Can't remember his
Not
name,
Patrick.
but
Do they?
Patrick something, but like a 29-year-old running back, and he was stacking up points, and people were paying like thirds and seconds for that kid, so just because he was the back,
Yeah,
and then he also gets hurt the following week. But
it's the same
you
thing
know,
about Brian Robinson, right?
yeah, when you're
It's
in that team, like you're just poised to
I just couldn't leave him
score
off the list.
touchdowns.
I just couldn't leave him
Yeah,
off the list. So,
fair enough.
but yeah, no, I think that's pretty good. And then on to wide receivers. I'm gonna preface this with like you could put these top probably 4 or 5 guys in any order you want. I think the
Mm,
fifth guy on my list has elevated himself to that spot, but I
hmm
have Chase.
Is that so? Let me ask you this. Let me try to. Is that JSN at fifth?
Yeah,
Oh fuck. So who do you got out? I mean,
I have
that's
Chase,
hard.
JJ, CD. I've had those as my top 3 for years. Like I think
What?
those. Are you going to argue with
Really?
me that Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb are not elite wide receivers in the NFL?
No, I mean, I would argue that like, how can you not have Puka Nakua in the top three?
I have Puka at 4 because
Dude, I got him at second.
every time I see Puka, he's peeling himself off the turf, dude. Like,
Brother, he might um, top 2,000 yards this season.
dude, he plays so. It's like he's like the Cam Scattaboo of wide receivers, dude. Like I love Puka, but also like he plays so hard. Like every time I watch the Rams, he's like dinged up. He's constantly hurting himself. Like I appreciate the way he plays. This dude gives it his all every fucking play. And like I said, like if you want to put 1 through 5 in any order,
Yeah,
Chase, JJ, CD, Puka, JSN, I think all those dudes, you can make an argument for one,
yeah,
and I would be like, okay, I understand, right?
yeah,
That's just the order I would prefer them in. And
yeah,
I just
yeah. I
Jamar
get it.
Chase,
I
I
just
think
like,
Jamar Chase is one. Like,
yeah, no doubt. If you want to tell me that Justin Jefferson's two, I'm fine with that. I just like Puka slightly more than I like CeeDee Lamb. I don't know why. I think it's just he's got it. It's just the it factor
so does
when
CD
he's on the
though.
field. Yeah,
So does
CD as
Jason.
well.
Like all the 5 of
Yes,
these guys are like,
they
dude, they're
they do.
elite.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. So you got him on, I'm guessing outside
I have Amon Ra
the Sun
outside.
God.
He's
Okay,
I have one guy above Amon Ra, but I have them both just outside.
okay. So I got him at 4, and then CD at 5.
Okay. I got Amon Ra at 7. I I have Neighbors at
7.
6
Okay. Oh, neighbors. Okay, okay.
just because I've seen him be an absolute dog and
Right. Yeah.
everyone gets hurt. I'm not going to hold that against him. But
Right.
if he was balling out this year, he'd probably be in that conversation for one.
It will be. Yeah. Actually, I just traded. You might not like this, but I traded. It's a $10 league. And I'm rebuilding, and it's a start 2 wide receiver. I traded Jamar Chase for Malik Neighbors and an early first round.
I don't hate it. I would probably rather have Chase, but like if you're rebuilding, like
Yeah.
getting Neighbors, like
Yeah, it'll help me get the 101 because Malik is on
you
the IR.
you might
So
not have like the 50-point weeks Chase is putting up, but like Neighbors is I'm not like you're
I,
barely
I
down tiering.
yeah, I think that he could once he's healthy again. Like I don't see a reason why he couldn't put 50 points like Chase.
Yeah, I think maybe the QB play limits him a little bit. I don't know if Jackson Dart
Right.
can support a 50-point receiver, but we'll see. Um, so you had Amon-Ra for, and
I'm
then
right forward, and I got CD and then GSN. Which after this game, I feel like I almost want to put him higher, but I just can't right now. But he's there. Like if you want to tell me that you prefer GSN above CD or Monra, I'm not gonna argue with you. It's like, yeah, I get it. Like, dude is just top wide receiver in the league. And at 7, I got Ahmed Kabuka.
I had you have who are you missing on this list? Do you not have JJ in there?
No, JJ's three. So it's Jamar Chase, Puka, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra, CeeDee Lamb, JSN, and Emeka Buka.
Okay, so you have Ibuka over Neighbors.
Yeah, one spot above Neighbors.
I have Ibuka at 8. So
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. They're kind of like same tier, if you want to
yeah, agreed.
argue.
And then at 9, I have Drake London.
Yep, same.
And then 10, I have Odunze.
Okay, 10, I got Teteroa McMillan.
I have Ted
And
down
then
at 13.
Oduzin at 11. Really, 13. I like Tet though.
I like Ted too. I'm concerned that they're gonna hang on to Bryce Young too long.
Yeah, I the one thing in the back of my head with Ted is like, is he Garrett Wilson 2.0? Just like so many years in a terrible team. I hope not, but
Yeah,
that's that's
it-
what comes to mind sometimes.
yeah. And this might be biased, but like I have Odunze at 10, and then I have Lad McConkey at 11. I just think like, especially
Ooh,
once Keenan Allen's gone, like
yeah,
he's just gonna be a slot machine, and
I love
he got
Lad, man.
15 targets last week. Like the coin has not flipped his way a couple weeks, especially at the beginning of the year, but like it's going to even out.
Yeah,
And he's got Herbert throwing to like he has a top 5 quarterback in the actual NFL throwing to the ball. Like
right.
it's
I got him
hard to.
too low, maybe. I got him at 15.
The guys I have after him, I have more question marks about. Like I have BTJ at 12. I'm concerned BTJ can't catch at this point. Like,
Really?
dude, I don't
I
know
felt like
what's
he's
up.
improved, no? The last
A,
couple of weeks is improved.
a little bit, but he's still dropping the ball way too much. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something about Jacksonville that makes receivers drop the ball, but yeah, he's still at 12, and then I have Ted
Yeah.
at 13, and then I have Nico Collins at 14.
Yeah. I got Nico at 12, slightly ahead. I love Nico. I think he's just a baller.
I do
Um,
too. There's just something missing about Houston.
mhm.
So then I have Garrett Wilson at 15, by no fault of his
So
own.
so all right, so let me ask you, where do you have Rashi though?
17.
17. Okay, I got him at 14. Same tier as Lad and Nico and
Um,
Brian Thomas.
I just don't like Rashi as a person. And I think that bias probably like baked in a little bit towards this.
Yeah, I think so.
The dude crashed his car like 4 miles away from my house. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
get that.
It's kind of just the bonehead that I think moved him down a
It's
little bit.
definitely like low bias in there, but hey,
We all have bias. That's how you play
I'm cool with
Dynasty,
that.
dude. We all
That's
gotta have
right.
bias.
Yeah.
And it's not like
Yeah.
I'm tanking him down to like 30. Like I still have him at 17.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah. That's funny.
I think Garrett Wilson's like an actually better player than he is. I think his
Yeah.
team just blows.
I think the team is ass. And I don't see them letting him go. So that's the problem.
Yeah. And I have
He's
Marv at
just
16. I think Marv
Garrett
figures it
Wilson
out.
is a sorry. Garrett Wilson is a Terry McLaurin 2.0 to me.
He's got better quarterback play so far than Terry ever got at this point in his career.
You think so? I
Yes.
don't know, man.
Terry had the
What's
corpse of Alex Smith. He had Taylor Heineke for an entire season. He had Sam Howell. Like until Jaden Daniels came there, he had bottom 5 quarterbacks in the league his entire
okay?
career.
What about Garrett Wilson?
He had Rodgers for a little bit that one year.
Did Rogers play?
I think a game.
No, I'm pretty sure he snapped
Was
his
in the
Achilles the
preseason.
first game. Yeah, it was the first game of the season. Remember?
Well, Justin
Literally,
Fields
like
was lasered on him the whole time. Like Zach Wilson.
Justin Fields is not it, brother. You gotta let it go.
No, but he's a one read kind of guy, and Wilson was the only read on
I,
that offense.
maybe, but I feel like that's not a good quarterback play. That's why I put him in a Terry McLaurin tier. Like, hey, man, I hope it gets better, but so far it's been rough.
I think he's a little bit better than Terry. I love Terry too, so that pains me to say.
Maybe
But
he is. Maybe because he had what was it? Sam Darnold, right? At some point, although he was kind of dog shit at that point, but he did have Sam Darnold.
yeah, I listen. I think Garrett Wilson is actually good, so I don't think. I think it's the team that's the problem. So
Yeah, I got him at 17, so
that's fair. And then I have Marv at 16. Like I just think he figures it out.
yeah, I got Marv at 16 too.
Okay. And then I have Pickens at 18.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I think he's a dog. He's definitely a dog.
Retracting.
We've net the
He is a dog. He's
I don't
moved up to me.
I don't think he's on Dallas next year though, and I'm kind of concerned where he goes.
You think so?
I Jerry, I don't think Jerry's paying anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to pick between him or CD, obviously, so they're keeping CD.
Yeah. Um, and then I have AJ Brown,
Yep.
19,
AJ Brown 19.
Waddle at 20.
Yep.
I have Addison at 21.
Yes, sir. Are you reading my rankings?
I have T Higgins at 22.
Okay, no, okay. I got
Okay.
Xavier Worthy at 22.
Oh, dude, I got Worthy down at 26. I think,
Really?
yeah.
Maybe I'm too high, but
I listen. If Joe Burrow was playing, T Higgins, I think, is clearly in this tier. And even with Flacco, like T's, if Jamar Chase was not on his team, he'd clearly be the one. And
mm,
I love T. He's one of my favorite players in the league, and he's just, dude, that dude can just fucking play wide receiver. So I
yeah.
couldn't put him
Uh,
like all these other guys. I just don't like. So that's why I
what do you,
probably put him above.
what do you think happens to T Higgins?
They already paid him. He's staying there.
But can they trade him?
I don't think they're going to.
No,
No, I think, dude, I literally think they're going to roll with Chase, T, and Burrow until the wheels fall off.
till the wheels. Yeah, that's
But
that's the problem with T though.
dude, if Burrow's there, T can put up wide receiver 1 week. So that's why I can't put him much lower than this because I think his ceiling's
But
higher than the rest of these guys.
yeah, it's almost like a Devonta Smith situation.
I have Smith now at 25. I think the passing game in Cincinnati is much more reliable than in Philly.
Mm, yeah, I can see that. I got him at 23, but they're in the same tier for me. It's Addison, Worthy, Devonta Smith, Chris Olave, and T Higgins in this
Yeah.
order.
I have Olave at 23.
Mm-hmm.
I think his team
It,
just blows. Like it's hard to put him at 23 because like he's like the two of wide receivers.
do you think he gets traded? There's rumors though.
I hope so
I don't
for
know.
his sake, but also he
Yeah,
takes one bad concussion, he might be done for his career. So
I think it's fine. I
yeah,
think it's legit fine.
maybe. Dude, can you say the same about Tua?
Um, no, I think the difference is that being a quarterback is much harder. You can be, you can be a dumbass at wide receiver, and you can just run routes and be physical and catch the ball.
AJ
I think
Brown
to
did
be a
it.
quarterback, you have neurons, you know, processing shit in your head. Um, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean Antonio Brown didn't, and he was phenomenal receiver.
Exactly, right? That's kind of
Yeah.
what I was thinking. But yeah, and then after Olave, I have DK Metcalf at 24.
Okay. 24 is not bad. I got him at 26.
I'm not the biggest DK fan, but he's definitely the best receiver on his team, and it's not even close because he's way better than Calvin Austin.
Yep.
I just don't know what that team looks like next season.
Yeah, you never know with the Steelers. I don't know. It's just I have deep hatred for the way that this organization runs things. Because to me, it's like either you go for it or you tank and you rebuild. But apparently, we just love being eliminated in the first round and having terrible picks. So we're probably going to be there next year, the same place.
Yeah, and these next three guys, I have Devontae Smith, Xavier Worthy, and Zay Flowers kind of in the same tier. I think they're very similar players with the same kind of upside.
Wow, you got Zay Flowers pretty high. I got him at 32.
Interesting. I would say I like Zay just because I think him and Lamar have really good chemistry. When Lamar's not on there, I think he's borderline unplayable. But I think Lamar looks for him first on every throw.
I think to me, it's just the inconsistency of Zay Flowers. Maybe that's the offense, but I think a part of it is just
But the rest of these
Zay
guys are
Flowers.
inconsistent. The rest of these guys after him are pretty inconsistent, in my opinion, too. Like, I just
Yeah, I guess you're right, but I have Travis Hunter ahead of him.
I have Hunter down at 30.
Yeah, I'd rather have Travis Hunter.
It's dude, I didn't want to put Travis Hunter on this fucking list, honestly.
Really?
Dude, my issue with Travis Hunter is he doesn't play receiver well, but he's a good receiver, right?
Hmm.
he looks like he doesn't know what's going on out there. But if you throw the ball in his general vicinity, he's probably
He's
coming down
gonna
with it.
somehow catch it. Yeah,
Exactly, right? And like that's my
yeah.
problem. Like if he focused on that and said, "Hey, I don't want to play defense at all. I only want to play wide receiver." I think he could
All
get really
right,
good at it. But I don't think that's his mentality.
all right. Keep trade cut question for you: Travis Hunter, Quentin Johnson, or Jameson Williams?
Dude, not JMO. I can tell you that. I don't think I have JMO's not even on my list, dude. Um,
Wait, you're considering Quentin Johnson or Travis Hunter?
I have QJ at 29. I have Hunter at 30.
Wow,
I would probably
that's
fuck,
shocking.
dude.
I did not expect that.
So I don't even like QJ, but he's playing well. If he figures out the drop thing, he's got the same thing Lad's got going for him, other than he's got the deep ball and he's got Herbert throwing him the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's back to the bias in me and just how I hated him coming out of college. Um, so I just refuse to rank him
Interesting.
anything. Yeah, in the
Okay.
top 30.
Okay. So I have. Okay. So I went Devontae, Worthy, Zay Flowers, 25, 26, 27. They have Ricky Pearsall at 28. I think he's probably the long term option in the 49ers. I just I think 49ers just having a rough year. I think Ricky's probably going to be pretty decent. I've seen him be okay, and I'm
Yeah,
willing to take the shot over a lot of these guys coming up. So
yeah.
QJ at
You got him at
29.
28 too.
Do you have QJ ranked?
Yeah, I got him at 29. Ricky at 28, and it's just gross. I don't like it, but he's at 29 right now,
Agreed. That's how I felt when
which
I put him
is
there too.
yeah,
And then I have Travis Hunter at 30, just because I just need him to play receiver. I just need
yeah,
him to play receiver.
yeah.
But um, yeah. So I'm just gonna go 31 to 40, and you
Where do you
tell.
have JMO?
I don't have JMO on my list.
No, where? What do you mean?
He's not in the top 50.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude, I have
Okay, you're
zero
gonna.
interest in JMO. I'll take a
So,
shot. I have zero interest in
someone's
JMO.
drinking. Someone's drinking.
Dude,
How,
if you're
dude?
if you're playing best ball, absolutely.
Okay, all right. So you're telling me you would prefer to have
I have
Troy
injured
Franklin?
guys. I don't have Troy Franklin on my list either.
Okay, who do you have in the bottom? Like Jacoby Myers?
I have Jacoby Myers at 47.
So you'd rather have Jacoby Myers than
JMO,
JMO?
100%.
That's insane.
All right,
Whoever's listening to the pod right now,
I'm taking a shot because he's not even
yeah,
on my
just take
list.
advantage of this. Take advantage of this.
But
You don't have him in your team, right? Of
to
course
be
not.
no, I don't have him on any team.
That
I've not been a
that's
JMO guy
insane,
at all.
dude. Yeah, I feel like he's got something. I mean, he's worth something.
Dude, he's a little bit better MVS in my
Wow,
opinion.
that's a
Like
hot.
that's
That's
how
a
I see
hot take.
it. Dude,
Hey, I'll give it to you.
if we
Yeah.
were playing best ball, no doubt in my mind, I would love to have him.
So is it situation or is it player?
It's it's the player. I just
He's the
don't
player.
I
Okay.
just don't get it. I
Uh,
I like when are you gonna start him?
well, I have him on a 16 team league, and I start him. He's my wide receiver too. I start him every week, but that's a 16 team league. I mean, you're shallow, right? You got to start a bunch of crap. But that's the only place that I have him. I think in 12 teams in 12 leagues. Um, I get it. I just like him better than some other guys in this list. That's it.
Okay.
Like I'd rather have him than Keon Coleman, for example.
I'd rather have Coleman. Like I just have zero interest in James. Like I actively left him off this list because I knew I just do not want him. So I'll go 31 to 40, and
All right.
you let me know like where you think I might be off. I have Golden at 31, Pittman
Okay.
32, Devontae Adams 33, Cortland Sutton 34, Debo 35, Terry 36, Luther Burden 37, Keon Coleman 38, Jerry Judy 39, and DJ Moore at 40.
Jerry Judy and
DJ Moore at 40.
was DJ Moore. Okay. So I mean, pretty similar. I would say apparently Jerry Judy, you have him a lot higher. I got him at 48. Um, Luther Burden, I got him at 34. Devontae, I got him at 33.
I have
I
Adam
don't know
Adams
if
at
that's
33 too. So just
yeah.
read 30, 31 to 40. Just go for each.
Yeah, it's Matthew Golden, Zay Flowers, Devontae Adams, Luther Burden, Michael Pittman, Cortland Sutton, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, Debo Samuel, and Alec Ayomanor at 40.
Ayomanor is not on my list.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not gonna take a shot for Ayomanor, but I'll take a drink. But like,
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
drink. I'll drink.
I think
Yeah.
he's just the only warm body in that room.
Mm. I like watching him play football. I don't know why. It's just a little different. His catch ability. What's his catch rate? I mean, it's got to be really high.
I have no idea. I don't have any shares of him. I just think the
He's got
Titans suck.
glues.
And
He's got glues in his gloves. I don't know. I like the kid, but I mean, at 40, he's worth a third, maybe less.
I guess my case for Jerry Judy is I think he could be much higher on this list if he was not on the Browns.
Yeah, I liked Jerry Judy. I was trying to flip some guys on the off season to get Jerry Judy plus. And looking back, I'm glad that nobody accepted it because it would have been the wrong move. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I don't
He
think it's
has all the
him.
talent in the world. I think it's just.
I think it's because he's in Cleveland, dude. I think he's actually
I think
good.
so.
I think he's just buried in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And we saw him play pretty well at the end of last year with Flacco.
Hmm.
And like Dylan Gabriel is just so limited. He's just looking at Fannin and Joku the entire time. Like he's not even
Right.
looking at his receivers. Like
Yeah.
that's where I kind of have like issues, I
Yeah.
guess. But I don't know, man. Like I just I think if you put him on Kansas City, he easily vaults himself up into the top 30.
Yeah. Maybe he's one of those like buy low opportunities, depending where he's at. I have him low. Like I'm trying to avoid him right now, but you know, if you can get him cheap, flip a guy and get Jerry plus, that might be a play.
Yeah, I don't even know, dude. Like I was huge on him coming out of college, but like I'm looking at his contract right now. Like he's under contract next year with Cleveland, and
Hmm.
he's a $10 million cap hit, so I doubt they're cutting him. And
Yeah.
he's on for 27. He's a $13 million cap hit. He's still, dude. I think he's just stuck in Cleveland for the next 2 years.
He's stuck. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's
He
getting
is kind of
paid,
stuck.
but I don't see how he gets in a better situation. And unless they get a much
Yeah.
better quarterback, but I think he's just in purgatory, which is unfortunate because I loved him
What's
coming
the
out of school.
Browns draft situation? They have a bunch of picks next year.
They're gonna have a high pick, I can tell you that. So, but I'm not
Right.
even convinced any of the quarterbacks coming out are gonna be like the savior for that franchise.
Right. But I'm more afraid that they draft a wide receiver and then he's just dead.
I don't think so. I think if they draft a receiver, I think that receiver's dead.
That's a
Like
good point. Yeah.
maybe Deshaun Watson
Yeah.
comes back and they play Deshaun, but like,
Yeah.
are we confident
Ugh.
Deshaun Watson's an upgrade?
Ugh. Ugh. I hate that name.
Exactly, right? Like that's my point. Like he's
Yeah.
just stuck in purgatory. I would if he got
Yeah.
traded, I would be way open to moving him up, but
Yeah.
I think he's just stuck. Um,
All right. So, question for you. Now that we've kind of covered the bottom list, I'll go through mine and you can go through yours. But I want to ask you first, what happened to Jaden Higgins? Because like he was a pretty touted wide receiver coming out, and I saw a question on Twitter from one of the Dynasty analysts I follow. Question is like, is he a bust? Can we consider him a bust already?
I don't have Higgins on my list, but I think there's just so many guys in Houston. It's like it's Nico and a bunch of Nats, right? Like there's
Yeah.
just so many guys that they throw the ball to, like Christian Kirk, Jalen Noel, like
Hmm.
freaking what's Xavier Hutchinson, is that his name? The other guy
Oh
who
yeah,
caught
Xavier Hutchinson.
like,
Wasn't he? I think he's in the Eagles now. But yeah.
but like there's just so many guys there that like he's CJ Stroud's just spreading the ball out too much. Like I don't know. I'm not giving up on rookie year. I think people definitely
Yeah.
overdrafted him, but
I think I was on the fence on this question because he was a second round on rookie dynasty draft, so you can't say a second round is a bust on year one. But he's starting to raise some flags for me
better than
because
Jalen
I
Bullock.
have kind of like that.
Yeah. So, um, yeah. So Do you want to? Yeah. What's your 41 through 50 here? Like, what's your 41 through
So
50?
41 is Kean Coleman, and Jaden Higgins, Brendan Ayuk, Josh Downs, Khalil Shakir, Jacoby Myers, Jaden Reed, Jerry Judy, Troy Franklin, and Mike Evans at 50.
Mike Evans is still, dude. I had him slated in at 41, and when I saw him got hurt, I moved him down. I took him
Yeah,
off the
I
list.
made this list before the game, and I forgot to update the bottom of the list. So yeah, he's definitely out because I sold him for a third, fourth swap in one of my leagues. So
Anything you
I
can get
just
for
want
him's a win.
nothing to do. Yeah, I want nothing to do with Mike Evans right now.
Broken collarbone. He's probably
Yeah,
done.
I think he's retiring.
I think
If I
he's
had to
done.
guess,
But I'm mildly offended this guy didn't make your list. But Wandale Robinson definitely should be on your list.
dude, Wanda was not on my list.
How?
I don't know because I like the kids or the guys, I guess, above him much more. Like the Josh Down, Khalil Shakir, Jacoby Myers, Jaden Reed, Jerry Judy, Troy Franklin. Maybe he's a 50, I guess, but
You like Troy
um,
Franklin more than Wandale? Dude, you heard.
I do.
Wandale's
Troy
the wide
Franklin's a
receiver
much
one
better.
right there.
Dude, Troy Franklin's a much better wide receiver than Wanda Robinson, and I like Wanda Robinson, but Troy Franklin is just good wide receiver.
Okay, so 41, I have Wandale. I have 42, Trey Harris. 43, Brandon Ayuk. 44, Khalil Shakir. 45, Jaden Reed. 46, I have Jalen Coker.
Okay.
I think the dude can play. Like,
Yeah.
there's something about him. I don't have him in our league, but I have him in my other leagues. There's something about Jalen Coker that is like, he gives me Adam Thielen vibes, I guess. And he had Adam
Yeah.
Thielen there to like coach him, I guess. And
Yeah.
so maybe I'm overhyped. Maybe I'm a cokehead with Coker, but we'll see. Then I have
I
Jacoby
think the only
Myers.
problem with Coker is that he's playing behind two first round picks. So like they're gonna play those guys for a while.
I
But yeah, I
think
mean, player wise, I like him.
he was clearly favored above XLS, like Xavier Leggett. Leggett didn't make my
Until
list
I agree. Like I don't even have XL here, but the last two games he's been targeted a
because Coker's
bunch.
been gone.
Maybe
That's my
that's it.
argument.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Tet, I'm not saying that he's even close to Tet. Like Tet is
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
just physical prospect, but like
Yeah.
Coker could be a really good guy you can
He's a
move around.
flex play, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I like him. I just personally like him. And then I have Jacoby Myers at 47, Josh Downs 48. Then I have Steph Diggs at 49, just basically because I know he's going to be like kind of a dog this year.
Yeah.
And since Mike Evans moved off my list, Chris Godwin moved onto my list at 50,
Chris Godden. Okay.
just because Evans is done, right? Like that's my mentality.
Yeah.
He's clearly done for the year. I think he's done for his career. Godwin's
Yeah.
29. I think he's got this.
That's
Egbuka's clearly
fair.
the guy,
I
and
like that. Um, he's almost like a Jacoby Myers kind of player, except that he's a little bit more hurt
he's
than
just
Jacoby in
older,
his
dude.
career.
We've
But
seen him be
um,
elite, and
he's just elite. Yeah.
if I can get one more squeeze out of Godwin, like I think he's got one more good season left in him. I think this
What's
year's
his?
his recovery year, and then next year might be his last ride. But
Yeah.
one last ride of Godwin, I think it beats out the rest of the guys that are available to add to this list.
Yeah. I'm
So
with you. All right. So before we move into tight ends, just one more question because you did say you had Trey Harris in there, and I don't have Trey in my list. So walk me through the reasoning why Trey is like what 43 in your list, 42,
42.
42.
It's kind of the same argument I have for QJ and Lad. Like he's got Herbert, and
That's it.
we have Keenan Allen right now, and I really like Trey Harris coming out. Keenan Allen is a 1-year rental for the Chargers. Like I don't think he's going to finish this season with the Chargers, but I think Trey Harris can ball, dude. Like if you give him an opportunity, like they're obvious, like they brought Keenan Allen in for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Keenan Allen is Herbert's played with him. He's a reliable guy, knows the system. It's Keenan Allen, but
Would you say that he's like one of those buy low opportunities?
at 100%, like I really like Trey Harris as a prospect. I think what him and Dart
I do
did at Ole
too.
Miss was insane. And
Yeah.
I don't think Dart was 100% the reason Trey Harris was good last year at Ole Miss. I think it
Yeah.
was those two's connection. But if you put Trey Harris in a QJ role of like as the field stretcher,
Hmm.
dude, that might be deadly with Herbert throwing the ball because like those are
Yeah,
catchable targets down the field.
yeah. He's always been that deep target. And in the rookie draft, I had him and Jaden Higgins like back to back, almost like interchangeable. I was always trying to get those guys on the beginning of the second round. So it's kind of sad to see that none of them panned out, but maybe it's worth the shot to get a couple more shares of those guys now that people are writing them off before they pop out next season. Because like I think Jaden Higgins is in a similar situation with Christian Kirk. He's kind of just buried there, but he's also a stretcher. And Christian Kirk is also 1 year rental, and when those guys develop, they could be pretty significant in those offenses.
But Christian Kirk's a pro. Christian Kirk has played in the NFL for multiple teams. He's a professional, and like that can keep guys off the field. Like Keenan Allen's a
Hmm.
professional. He's keeping guys
Yeah,
off the field. Like
yeah,
he might not be elite
yeah,
anymore, and like Christian Kirk was never elite, but like he knows how to play in the NFL.
absolutely. Yeah, he's a good wide receiver.
Yeah. So
That's my point. I feel like him and Trey are pretty similar in their careers right now.
you could probably throw Jalen Noel on that list too. But
Yeah, Jalen Noel, sneaky,
I think
sneaky
Jalen
good.
Noel and Tank Dell take up the same role, and I'm
Hmm.
interested to see what happens when Tank comes back next year.
Dude, as much as I love Tank, it just sucks for him because he's missing so much time. And those kids are developing; they're getting connection, with CJ. I think the only good thing about that is CJ Stroud just absolutely loves him. Um,
I'm
but we'll
just
see what happens.
the reason I left. I wanted to put Tank at 50 here.
Hmm.
I just don't. I need to see him come back and be himself because like
Yeah,
I was. I picked Tank Dell in the third round every single one of my leagues,
yeah,
and I sold him for a first. Like if
hmm,
someone's willing to give me a first, like I can't turn down that arbitrage. And
yeah,
I I am rooting for Tank Dell. I am rooting for Tank Dell, but it's hard to come back from what I saw. Like that was like a Teddy Bridgewater level injury. Like I don't know if he's coming back to be the same Tank. So
yeah. It was gruesome to see. And I just love that kid.
same
His
dude.
story,
I'm rooting for him
his grit. He's just an awesome player to watch. So I hope that he can come back. Um, but we'll see what happens.
100%. I couldn't put him on this list. I just don't, there's too many question marks.
Yeah. And
So
one more now that we're grooving, but Brandon Ayuk is one of those that I see like as a potential rebound, buy low opportunities. I
100%.
don't know. Maybe he's
He's kind of a crazy person though,
yeah, he's a little batshit crazy, yeah, but he's just so good.
and
He's
we've
such a good
seen
wide receiver.
yeah, but we've seen Shanahan put him in the doghouse, and he's kind of just a crazy person. Like
Hmm.
it's the crazy
Yeah,
person factor, right? Like you have to be a crazy person to play wide receiver in the NFL,
I agree.
but it's
Yeah,
how much crazy is your crazy?
it's got to be like a contained crazy.
Contain
You got to
crazy.
be, yeah, you got to be crazy on the field, and you have to be, um, good outside. Like that's one of the reasons why, um, freaking, I was watching the Cowboys TV show on Netflix, and Michael Irvin was like that. He was batshit crazy on the field, but he was also batshit crazy outside, and that's what cost him his career. So
It's like
if you can
Randy
be,
Moss. Randy Moss was
yeah,
the same way, dude. You have to be crazy, but
yeah, yeah,
you got to
like a
keep it
Puka
in check.
Nakua, like Puka's like the crazy guy on the field, but the sweetest guy outside.
But that's why we're talking about him in the elite tier, right? Like JJ.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
JJ's crazy on the field, but like
ah,
you see him interact with the community off the field, like just like a good dude.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm
So
with you.
it's the crazy factor. So
Yeah,
it's very delicate balance. So,
yeah, yeah. It's an Ari.
but let's move on to tight end. We're
All
only
right,
an hour and
let's
20
do
minutes
it.
into this, so let's keep this
I
going.
have I have refilled my Jack and diet to talk about the best position in football, brother.
Okay.
Tight
So
ends.
I got half a beer left. I've taken 2 shots already, so I do have
Okay,
to work tomorrow. We're getting ready for the Lanners pod. Not we're not
here we
pulling the
go. We're
Lanners pod
just
tonight. So
warming up, warming
um,
up.
if you have anybody else at one, I'm gonna be concerned, even though he's fighting through injuries. I have Brock Bowers still at one.
Rock Bowers. Yeah,
Like
solidified.
playing
Come
with
on.
a bone bruise and a strained PCL, like just
Yep.
sit the guy, please. Like I
No discussion there.
just sit
Yeah.
him, let him rest. Like we've seen him be absolutely a monster. I have McBride at 2,
Yep. Me too.
Tyler Warren at 3,
Yes, sir.
Uh, I
Laporte at 4.
I have Laporte at 5. I have Ferguson at 4.
Ferguson at 4. Hey, I don't hate that. I feel like tight ends, it's all about timing, and he's just popping off right now. I could see him having a great career for the next 2 to 3 years.
I think I think he's probably just the Dallas tight end for a long
Yeah,
time. Like
yeah,
him, CD. I think Pickens is gone next year, and they'll probably replace somebody else. But like Ferguson got paid, he's gonna be there,
yeah.
and Dak likes him. He's a really good all around tight end, and he's getting targets. So
He's a really good tight end. The thing about Jake Ferguson that I love is like he's connected to Dak. He's the almost like the face of that offense at some point. He's a little bit batshit crazy on the field. Like he loves, taunting players, like celebrating first downs. He reminds me of George Kittle, but he's a little bit better. Like in terms of containing his craziness on the field. Kittle's much more fun, but I mean Ferguson is there in that tier, so I'm glad to see him do well this year.
yeah, dude.
But
And
I got him at 6. I got Tucker Kraft and Laporta ahead of him.
I have Laporte at 5, Kraft at 6. So like our top six
Mm.
is the same. We just have
Yep.
Laporte, Ferguson, and Kraft mixed up. Like I have Kraft at 6 just because I hate the Packers. I really
Yeah.
think he's a good tight end, but also
Yeah.
like I think the Packers just aren't a very high pass volume offense like the Cowboys and the Lions are.
Hmm.
So that's just why I put him low
Agreed.
there. Like I think he's good. I just don't see like the massive upside with Kraft, but I think he's like a legitimate. He's a good blocker, good pass
Yeah.
catcher, just good
I
teammate.
feel like he's established himself as a tier 2 tight end in the league this year.
Yeah.
Just absolute monster plays.
Yep.
Um,
And then this is where I think it gets kind of wild. Like this is
yeah.
definitely where a lot of bias played into mine. I have Kyle
Y-
Pitts at 7.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna know what my 7 is, but I hinted at it with my trade. I think it was yesterday. It's Oronde Gadsden,
Drink,
number 7.
drink
Yeah,
right now. At
yeah. I'm
7,
drinking. I'm drinking. Yeah, I'm drinking the Clay, brother. Yeah. I mean, just best tight end performance in a single game so far. Best rookie performance since Antonio Gates. Hard to beat that, and I just think that they're going to be rolling with him. Just the yak is just monster. Watching him play, he can just find the space on the zone, and he kind of just he just walks there and just waits for the ball. But then once he gets the ball, he's just hard to bring down. Um, I don't know exactly what he had in last game in terms of yards after the catch, but I know it's like a ridiculous number.
Herbert's not throwing the ball for 420 yards every game. That's my argument against him. Like I like Gadsden. I have him down at 14 though.
Oh man, that's too low. I feel like the dynasty community hasn't caught up to Gadsden yet.
If you have him at 7 and you paid a second and a third, that is
Hmm.
great value. I like Gadsden. I just don't know if it's a love relationship yet.
Yeah, I think that in 6 months from now, I either I'm gonna be burned and like total mistake, or he's worth the first round, and I'm going like the letter.
Interesting. He could. I could be wrong. I'm a guy that likes to be kind of later on tight ends than early. Um, but yeah, where do you have Pitts?
I got Pitts at 11.
11. Okay, so not
So yeah, so ahead of him I have Harold Fannin Jr. at 8, and then Colson Loveland, which I'm tempted to move down. Dalton Kincaid and Kyle Pitts, but they're Colson Loveland, Dalton Kincaid, and Kyle Pitts are all in the same tier, 9 to 10, 11. But I'm tempted to move Colson to the bottom of this tier.
um I think you have the best actual tight end in football way too low. I have George Kittle at 8.
Yeah, George Kittle. Yeah, I do have. Where's George Kittle? Where's freaking George Kittle on my list? I think I missed him.
If you don't have
Yeah, if
George
I
Kittle on your list, you got to finish
no
your drink,
that
dude. Like
I'll
or
drink, but
adjust.
that
You got to adjust your
yeah,
list here, dude.
that's a mistake. I don't know why I skipped him because I was going off keep trade cut, so I probably just skipped by mistake skipped him. I would put George Kittle in the top of this tier right now, like probably like 9 or 10.
That's
And,
respectable, but like not having him on your list is unacceptable.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is. It was my mistake. I should have put him in there.
So
Not by it was unintentional, so I'll
okay,
say that.
I'll cut you some slack. That's the first one we've actually missed. But yeah, I have Kittle at 8. I like the guys I have below him because like I have Fan and Kincaid, Loveland right below him, but
Hmm.
like George Kittle is like probably still the best all around tight end in the National Football League, and the 49ers
Yeah,
always make sure he gets his. Like it's not consistent week to week, but like the weeks like
yeah,
they're like Kittle's the guy, he's dropping 30 to 40 points.
yeah.
And
He might be one of those great opportunities to buy right now because he's so low in value. But he's gonna get his as soon as they fix the O line because he's almost playing O line right now. A lot of blocking. But as soon
last
as
week for
they
sure.
fix that, yeah, he's gonna be back on the scene. So I got Fannin at 8 though.
I have Fannin at 9.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah. So I feel like
I'm high on
Gaston is
him.
gonna eventually, um, the market's gonna get caught up to Gaston to that level. I think.
Interesting. I need to see it a couple more weeks. I'm like I said, I'm always a guy who's kind of I'd rather be late than early to tight ends, just because I
Yeah.
think a lot of guys like if in that same mindset, like Kate Otten had a really good stretch last year where like you could have moved him up. He definitely moved up on keep trade cut to this tier, but like
Hmm.
I think we just see guys that are like good tight ends have a good stretch and everyone's overblows it.
Hmm.
So it
Yeah.
it's hard to
I
find that balance.
could definitely see that. I have 2 shares out of 12. And the 2 I got this week. So I was like, I just want to get some exposure. And I try to get him in all the other 10 leagues, and people want it first for him. So I was like, you
Way
know
too
what? Like,
rich.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'll take I'll bite the dust on like a second and a third. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I want to have some exposure, and that's why we play dynasties to have fun. But now I'll throw it back at you. Like, if you're doing a keep trade cut between Gadsden, Colson Loveland, and Dalton Kincaid, what would you do there?
Cutting Kincaid. I've just never been a Kincaid guy, so like I probably I probably keep Loveland and trade Gadsden just because I think the hype is really high on Gadsden right now. And I
Hmm.
think if slash when Loveland like gets that opportunity, his ceiling is going to be higher than Gadsden.
Do you think he gets that opportunity?
I think he does. I think it's next year though. This has been my argument for Loveland the whole time. Like
Hmm.
Cole Kmet is like an actually good tight end in the
Yeah.
NFL. Like he's a great blocker. He's a really reliable pass catcher. He's just not elite at either of those things. But
Hmm.
he's too good to take off the field consistently.
Yeah, he's a Dallas Goddard level, like I don't know,
100%.
Kate Otten like play style. He's just good. He's just good. It was actually pretty surprising to me. I don't know about you when the Bears drafted Colson Love, and I was like, wait, what?
Agreed. I think
You have so many other holes in your team.
and I love Kmet. I'm a big Kmet guy. I've always been a big Kmet guy. And he's just a really good NFL tight end.
Hmm.
And I don't think he's on the Bears next year after drafting Loveland. But like my argument, I had this discussion with Taylor. Shout out to Taylor if you're still listening to this an hour and 30 minutes in. Taylor just had
Champion.
his son.
Oh,
So
really?
shout out.
Congrats. Hell
Yep,
yeah, man.
little Bennett. So shout out to Taylor who came on the
That's
pod
amazing.
early just because
Yeah.
he joined the Dad Club. There's 4 of us now. So
Yeah. Yes,
um,
sir. He's probably like tired right now, sleeping.
oh, he's definitely passed
Yeah.
out right now.
I
So
hope he's not. I hope he's not listening to this shit. Yeah.
I hope he listens to this in the middle of the night when he's staying up and he's just
And
listening to
just
us.
like
Yeah,
cracking up.
yeah. So shout out hour 30 in. Shout
Yeah.
out to Taylor.
I'll
Uh,
drink for you. I'll drink
yeah,
for you.
yeah. Cheers, cheers, Taylor. This one's for you. But I was having this conversation with Taylor. Like, Komet is a good enough actual NFL player to keep Loveland from getting that like 90% snap share that
That's
he's going
right.
to need to like produce as a tight end. And we'll see flashes this year. I just think next year is the year to do it. So,
Hmm.
um, but yeah, so I
Yeah,
have
I'm interested. I have a little bit of cold feet. I think I have only 1 share in 12 leagues, but I'm starting to get worried. And I know that I've seen enough in Dynasty where I know that he's going to get a shot, but I am worried to like, because you know how tight ends can be total bust. It's like the one
yeah,
of the hardest positions to scout. Um,
I
but he's
don't
so young. He's 21. You know.
exactly. And I would say be patient with him. Like if you picked him
Yeah.
and you have him on a roster, I wouldn't say he's a sell. I'd say he's a hold or a buy, because just because of what I said with Komet. Like I
Yeah.
think next year is going to be his year where he kind of like moves into that. Hey, this guy, if he's bad next year, I'm cutting bait. I'm out. But like
Hmm.
I was going into this season expecting him to do okay, not great. So like
Yeah.
if he does okay, that's what I expected. Like that's my mentality. If people are willing to sell him low, after obviously after this pod and people listening to it, he's not going to sell him low to me, right? But
Yeah.
that was my conversation I had with Taylor. Like he asked me when he bought him, he's like, "Do you think I overpaid?" And I was like, "I think you could have bought lower, but I don't hate trading a first for Loveland. Like
Yeah. Um,
I see it."
I just hope that it's not a Kyle Pitts situation where we have to wait until he's 24.
But that's tight end, dude. It might
Yeah,
be.
it might be. You never know.
So yeah, and that's why I kind of put him with like Kincaid and Fannin. Like
Yeah.
I think
I
he's
mean,
in that
that's
tier.
that's Kate Otten right now. That's his situation. He's popping off at 25. Finally getting his shot, and yeah,
We
it's
see
just how the
we saw
position
flashes
goes.
of Auden. I have Auden kind of further down this list, but
Yeah, I did
um,
too.
I it's one of those kind of we're balancing like there's probably like two guys in the league that are like difference makers at tight end. It's
Mm-hmm.
Bowers and McBride, right? And then like
Mm-hmm.
the rest of
Yeah.
the guys, like we're gonna see flashes with Warren and Ferguson, Laporta, Kraft, Pitts, Kittle, Fannin, Kincaid. Love. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
just pick your poison, but like
That's right.
I think we've seen
Yeah.
my next tier. Like I would say this is definitely a tier. I have 12. I have Mason Taylor. 13. I have Bretton Strange, and 14. I have Gadsden. I think they're young guys that have shown me enough to be like, hey, this guy's like a guy I want on my dynasty roster. If I'm starting him every week,
Mm-hmm.
I might be a little concerned, but like if
Yeah.
I gotta play him in a flex spot, let's send it.
Wow. So what spot you got Mason Taylor again?
I have him at 12. I have Strange at 13. I have Gadsden at 14. I was flip flopping these guys kind of before the show, and I put Mason Taylor there just because I think, especially with like Tyrod playing, I think he's gonna get a lot of targets. His dad obviously was an amazing NFL player, and
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just like he kind of reminds me of Greg Olson. I don't know if that's a good comp for
Mm.
him, but like if that's what his career turns out to be, I think that's really good for him.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. I got him at 20. Like I don't know. I'm just not super in right now, but I mean, it's a tight end. You never know.
You have at 20?
But 20. Yeah, I got. So let's go through the list real quick. Where are we? Like going from 11? No,
Yeah,
12.
go to 11 to 20. What's your 11 to
All
20?
right. So 11, Kyle Pitts, then Dallas Goddard. Just been playing so well. Good offense. He's kind of like a what's the comp for Dallas Goddard? He's like an Evan Ingram like 2 years ago. I think he's peaking right now. Anyways, we got Elijah Arroyo at 13. Got Travis Kelsey at 14. Love myself some Travis Kelsey, especially if you're contending. I feel like this year is the year to to buy him. You could probably get him for like a second, third swap, and he's just being peppered with targets. Then I got Theo Johnson at 15. Really like the kid. I feel like Dart just relies on him a lot. And then my next tier, I got Mark Andrews at 16, Hunter Henry at 17, Jatavian Sanders at 18, and Kate Otten at 19, and then Mason Taylor at 20.
Wow. I I have Arroyo at 30, and I was debating between him and Sanders. So I'll drink for you having Sanders on your list. Um, dude, tight end is such a shit show.
Yeah,
Um,
that team is. Yeah, I mean,
the
combination of
position.
Panthers and tight end is a shit show. So
Yeah, so I have Loveland 11, Taylor 12, or Strange 13, Gadsden 14, Goddard at 15. I have Travis Kelsey still at 16. I have Njoku at 17,
yeah,
Hunter Henry at 18, Kate Otten at 19, and then Isaiah Likely at 20.
yeah, I got Njoku at 21. I don't know if that's too low.
I don't think it's too low. Like I, I struggle with this. Like this position at this range is kind of just pick your poison. I think that's why we have like drastic differences. Um,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
I think you're gonna be kind of stunned by my 21 to 30, so I'm just gonna go for it. I have Evan Ingram at 21. I have
Okay.
Jawan Johnson at 22.
Okay.
AJ Barner at 23, Zach Ertz at 24, Theo Johnson at 25, Chigakonkwo at 26,
Hmm.
Mark Andrews at 27, Pat Fryermuth at 28, Cole Kmet at 29, and Elijah Arroyo at 30.
Wow. Okay. So the two that jumped off on me was Chigozie and Kwanku. I got him at 31. You said you got him at 24, 25?
I have him at 26.
Oh, 26. And then Mark Andrews. What happened to Mark Andrews there?
Dude, I just don't like the Andrews likely split,
Mm.
and I just I don't think Andrews has been same since he got hurt, dude. Like,
Okay, proposition. What if Kelsey retires this year and Mark Andrews goes to the Chiefs?
I don't see that happening, but like I would still rather have Kelsey this year, and I don't think that the Chiefs are going to replace Kelsey with like someone in that tight end role. I think the
You think
only
they
reason,
roll with
like,
Noah Gray or something?
no, like I think they might roll with Noah Gray, but I don't think Noah Gray takes over that Travis Kelsey. I think Travis Kelsey just has a Travis Kelsey role because he's Travis Kelsey.
Hmm. Okay, I would disagree on Mark Andrews there. I think he's still got some juice. Uh, Now I don't know exactly what the price to pay is, but I feel like with tight ends, especially at this age, if they land in the right situation, he could be like easily in the top 10 conversation.
So I got Mark Andrews in a trade, started in a week, and the amount I wanted to trade him immediately, like I was shopping him to everybody, dude.
Yeah.
I had he was the only share of Andrews, and I was like, this is a mistake. Get me out of Andrews. Like
Hmm.
anything I can do to get him, turned him
Yeah.
into Kate Otten. At least I'm confident Kate Otten is like a good NFL tight end. And
Yeah.
there's
They're
nobody
in the
else in
same tier
Tampa
for me.
that's but like I don't see anyone else in Tampa that's gonna compete with him at tight
No,
end.
no, I like Kate Otten, and I have him on the same tier as Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews just leads the charge at 16, and Kate Otten's at 19. Um, but I feel like Mark Andrews has just a tight end pedigree.
I just don't
Could be
think it's been
wrong
the
though.
same. I think likely being there is really tough for his like
Yeah.
upside. So I just maybe I'm just out. Like there I'm just out on
Yeah.
Andrews.
All right. Let me go through my 20 to 31 then, and you let me know what jumps off at you. So I got Mason Taylor at 20, and Joku, AJ Barner, Evan Ingram, Cole Kmet, Juan Johnson, Terrace Ferguson, Zach Ertz, Michael Meyer, Jonu Smith, Pat Fryermuth, and Chigozie Okwaku.
I don't I don't hate it. I don't see Michael Mayer like Mayer has to leave
Hmm.
the Raiders to do something, right?
Yeah, he's got to be leaving soon, I would think.
Yeah, but he's got 2 years left on his contract. Like that's my point. They're
Yeah.
not paying him anything, and Bowers is clearly better than him. Like he's a good second tight end. Like he's a good blocker. I just don't see his upside for fantasy, dude. Like I
Yeah.
maybe he has some boom weeks here and there, but if you're starting him week to week, like
Hmm.
that hurts. I drafted him in the
Yeah.
first round of a rookie draft, and like I'm out. Like
That's brutal. Yeah. I have
it
zero
was it was
shares.
the 112. It wasn't like it was a high pick, but like
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, he was high. He was the Tyler Warren of that draft class. The only problem is that they drafted one of the best items there to ever play the position, right? The very next draft. So he
it's
kind of got buried. But
100%. Yeah, and like if they
yeah,
didn't pick Bowers, I'd probably be a little higher on him. But like
hmm
I don't know. I I
yeah.
just don't get it. And
Well, yeah. The situation that I can't figure out is Jono Smith and Pat Fryermuth. Um, I don't know. I feel like Pat Fryermuth at some point he was the almost like the Jake Ferguson for that team, and then he kind of just fell off.
I would say he's more like Dalton Kincaid than Jake Ferguson.
Yeah.
And I like Muth. I just don't think Pittsburgh is a good spot for him. But I also see them
Hmm.
re-signing him because he's like an actually good tight end. He's good at blocking. Like,
Yeah.
and when we're getting down to these guys, like I'm not going to argue too much. Like the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah.
shock
Yeah.
for me, honestly, was like AJ Barner this year.
Oh, really? On my list, I got him at 22.
I got him at 23. I'm just like shocked he made
Oh,
my list. Like if you told me AJ
yeah.
Barner was on my list, I would have laughed at you at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like no shot.
That's right.
This guy's trash.
Yeah. No chance.
Great blocker, but he's evolved his receiving game. Like
Mm-hmm.
Zach Ertz still being here. Like when Jaden Daniels plays, he loves Zach Ertz.
Didn't they have Evan Ingram when AJ Barner was? No, who was there?
Um,
Someone was there. I think they left, but I can't remember
I can't. No,
because
Noah
it
Fant.
wasn't Noah
It was,
Fant.
they had Noah Fant last year. They just traded him.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay, I should have been higher on AJ Barner then. I guess
Barner's just a block in my mind, just a blocker.
isn't that the Darnell Washington from the Steelers?
Darnell Washington
Yeah,
is definitely a blocker.
yeah,
Like if we had a
he's
point
just
per
like
pancake, he would definitely be on that list.
he's just a fast tackle. That's it.
Exactly, 100%. Fast tackle that has okay hands.
Yeah. He's fun to watch though. It's just like
Oh,
that
a blast.
blob moving. Like, how are you moving so fast
If
to
I
be
was
this heavy?
if I was like the GM of an actual NFL team, I would want Darnell Washington on
A
my
hundred
team.
percent. He changes the entire offense.
Yeah, dude, he's a 6 offensive
Yeah,
lineman and he's
yeah.
got okay hands. Like, dude,
Yeah, he
he's
can run pretty fast compared, for I think his, how on draft day they have the RAS score and they have like adjusted speed. I feel like his has got to be one of the highest.
yeah, because he's huge, dude.
Huge.
He's massive. He's a huge human
Yeah.
being. But yeah, so that's the end of my dynasty ranks here, dude. It's
Yeah,
been
that sums it up.
that was a good one. We got one last little thing to do before we sign out here. I mean, we've been pushing an hour and 40 minutes here. We have the locks of the week. You guys caught up with 2 last week, so you guys are in the lead by 1 pick against Wesley. Um, I have the picks already, so I'm going to tell you the matchups here
Hmm.
this week, and you're going to tell me who's going to win. So
Okay.
the first matchup, we have the Plano Aussies versus the Pequot Lake Pipsqueaks. Who you got?
Yeah, I'll have to go with the pipsqueaks. I'm sorry, brother.
All right. Wesley's going with the Aussies, as he always is. And I'll lead this next one. We got the Love Boats versus the Rangers. I'm going with the Love Boats. It's
Hmm.
the Rangers are projected sub 30 points this week. So
Yeah, I'll follow you. Lock that in.
and then we have the Timber Goats versus the Bitch Pigeons.
Yeah, bitch pigeons for me.
Bitch Pigeons for Wesley as well. Then we have the Hash Slinging Slashers versus the TC Rejects. This is probably the matchup of the week.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Matchup of the week, just two great teams.
No
TC
JSN.
Rejects just
No
yeah, I
JSN on the
mean
Hash Slinging Slasher side.
that's right. Still popping up there. We'll see if Josh Jacobs will play. Um, I think so. But I'm actually going to go with TC Rejects for this one.
Ooh, I'm going with the Slashers.
Yeah, I'll take
So
the underdog there.
there you go. Then probably the second closest matchup, we have the Miracle Makers versus the Slammers. Miracle Makers are struggling as of late.
Yeah, this one is a hard one. I think it's all going to come down to whether Lamar Jackson plays or not. I think he's been like limited in training this week.
He's at practice
For
today.
was he
Yep.
practicing?
Hmm.
I thought yeah, I know. I saw he was limited today. So we'll see. This one's a hard one. Do you want to take the first guess, or how is the rule that I have to pick first?
For the non-obvious ones, I'm having you pick first because I already picked these, so like my
Okay.
picks aren't changing. But
All right. So on the fly here, I'm gonna bet that Cam Ward has a much better game. He's gonna be the reason that the St. Paul Slammers pulls the upset.
I told Taylor I was picking him regardless because he had his son this week. And I think he deserves a
There you
win,
go.
so I was going with the
Okay.
Slammers. So
Okay. Dad club. Yeah, pull for the new dad here. So
and then we have your matchup, the Hudson Horde Dogs or the Cobras.
yeah, this one is the second best matchup of the week, I would say. Just a battle of the worst team in the league. Just because I traded for a Gadsden, I'll have to take my team.
I'm taking the Cobras
Easy
too.
one.
So the big matchups this week, we got the Aussies and the Pipsqueaks, and then the
Hmm.
Slashers and the Rejects. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that was a really good episode, Miguel. I appreciate you coming out tonight. Got any? We're This is definitely the longest episode. We're an hour and 49 minutes in. You got anything else to say to the crowd?
Man, no, just amazing. It's glad to be back. It's been a while since we recorded a pod, so this has been a blast. Had a lot of fun. Always enjoy talking dynasty football with you. And yeah, just to all the folks in the league, really appreciate being part of it. I remember when you got me into dynasty, and I was like, man, if a spot opens up, let me know. I want to be a part of it. So I was pretty pumped when I was able to join. And forgive me for all the trash. Trades. That's just how I play Dynasty. I promise I'm a cool dude. It's just how I prefer to play the game. I just blast a lot of trades and I try to win, of course. So I'll never give up anything easy. So a lot of the people that I respect a lot of the folks in our league. Isaac is one of those hard players to trade with because he doesn't budge. He made me pay considerably a lot more than I wanted to for Gadsden, but that's just how I play. I don't like to just go with the easiest and first offer that comes to mind. I always play the hard game, but that's just because I like it and I take it seriously. That's why I'm in 12 leagues. I'm a degenerate, and it's been a hell of a year. A lot more rebuilds than expected. I'm currently on one, two, three three four rebuilds. One is a orphan that I bought this year. But yeah, it's been a blast. Great episode. Great talking dynasty with you. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much for joining. Anyone who's lasted an hour and 50 minutes into this pod, thank you so much for listening. This might be a couple day
Yeah,
listen for
we
multiple of you guys, but it was fun.
yeah,
This is a unique
if
topic. I
you
like it.
I feel like if you're listening to this, let us know. You deserve a badge of dynasty degenerate. Join the club.
If you're listening to a podcast about your dynasty league, I think, and have been on the podcast of your dynasty league, I think you're already a dynasty degenerate, and that's what I aim for. So, thanks
Absolutely.
everybody so much. Thanks Miguel for joining. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Next week we have Justin, so we'll get that episode in before Halloween next week, and we'll have a little bit of a spooky episode for you next week, but hopefully not 2 hours like we did tonight. But it was a great topic, good choice here, Miguel. So, um,
Thank you, brother.
Lanners, hopefully you're sleeping by now, but hopefully we've woken you up with our takes. Um, Everybody have a great night, good morning, good evening. Have a beer with us. So have a great night, guys. Thanks so much.
Cheers. Peace.